Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. This is your girl Abigail. Welcome to Abigail's Niche. This is the Abigail to the Abigail's Niche. And with me today, I have a very beautiful, important guest. You have no idea, guys. I have a very beautiful and elegant Vajime. Do introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dale. I'm Dovajime. And I'm
Welcome.
here to tell you guys a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot. And I
Yeah.
hope you guys will learn from my stories. I hope so.
I'm sure they will.
I'm very
So guys, Valentine is in the air, and I thought it's very necessary for us to do some video series before Valentine. Look, a lot of ladies, let me start with the ladies, right? They are under a lot of pressure this period. I mean, everybody, I literally heard somebody say, she's not expecting any gift this Valentine. Who will give her a gift? And I'm wondering, how did we get here? So today, very beautiful guests, Fajime Do. Um, she's here to talk to us. Do has been single for some time.
I'm 34.
Yeah.
So I've been single for
Yeah,
quite a while.
yes, she does not hide her age. Actually, one thing I like about her, so she understands the whole I'm single, I'm lonely thing. I'm sure you have you been expecting Valentine gift. What's your business with Valentine?
Like generally, I don't think in my lifetime I've really had Valentine gifts.
Okay, so it has nothing be
Nothing.
nothing special.
There's no
special.
significance to Valentine for
You
me.
understand?
Nothing like that. I think in my 34 years, maybe it's just once or twice I've gotten Valentine gifts.
Imagine.
You know.
So we're here to talk to you about her life as a single working class lady. Okay, Do is a working class lady. She has an 8 to 5 job, and yeah, so she's here to tell us everything about life as a single lady. Don't go away.
A few moments.
Questions that we want Do to help us answer.
Okay.
Don't worry, just be as free as natural as you can be. Okay.
All right.
No pressure.
Bring it on.
The first question is, you've been in a relationship before.
Yeah.
When was your first relationship? What was the experience of the relationship like? And yeah, and how did you handle the entire breakup? Because I have a backdrop story of how everything happened.
Yeah.
So share your experience.
Okay, so growing up, my first real relationship was in 2006 when I went to the university. But I didn't really understand what being in a relationship would be like. And you guys have had eyes for big things, so I never really dated small. So I wouldn't say I had a heartbreak then. I had relationship then, but I wasn't heartbroken. But as I grew older, emotions started coming in.
Okay.
I was more serious with the guys, unlike before when I was just so I had a very bad relationship actually when I was in school. That was way back. That's over 10 years ago, by the way. A terrible one. I was stalked. I was bashed. I was called out on social media. If I want to reasons why I don't do social media so much these days. But somehow I pulled through. It was more like I was trapped in a relationship. I knew this wasn't right for me, but I just didn't know how to leave the relationship. When I tell people that I'm trapped, they say, "Do how are you trapped?" I knew this was bad for me. I couldn't leave. And I think, okay, that was when I had my first heartbreak. Yes, that's when I had my first heartbreak. But I soon got over it, and I was like that for a while.
Wow.
That's how I went.
Wow.
That was the first one.
Wow. You were feeling trapped, but
Yes, there's something about relationships. It's bad for you.
you just
But leaving the relationship, you can't leave it. Then people don't understand that thing. I don't know if you guys can relate, but this way you be trapped. Look, like, yes, he's bad for me, but you can't leave for fear of being lonely. Fear of you don't want to be alone. One, you don't want to be alone. That's not good. So because of that fear, I just stayed in. I had to pray, you guys. I had to pray to God to deliver me from that relationship. And then it took that scandal on Facebook for me to leave that relationship. Otherwise, I'd have gone nowhere. So that's what happened.
Sometimes God have to knock you to consciousness
Yes.
and look, leave this thing.
True.
It's not good for you.
True. So I scaled through, and I'm here today. I still have a lot to tell you guys.
Yeah, she does have a lot to tell us. Okay, now you spoke about loneliness.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, and I've heard you make reference to that a couple of times when we have our conversations. Can you describe this loneliness? Now, let me describe Doe for you. Doe lives alone. She's comfortable. Like I said, she's a working class. We're actually colleagues. She's a working class lady. She lives alone. On my own part, I don't live alone. I live in the family house. So I may not be able to exactly relate with living alone and feeling lonely in the way she will feel lonely. Okay, so can you describe the loneliness? How is it exactly?
Oh God, it's so heavy.
No.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
There are days I close from work and I just drive round town just because I don't want to come back. Well, yes, the television is there. Yes, one or two things, but there's this feeling of you are coming back home to nobody. When I mean nobody, not even family, no husband, nothing. You are coming back home to your chair, to your tables, even the TV. I'm tired. You guys, I'm tired. It's really, really heavy. There are days I sit up, I cry. There are nights I cry. I just want to have somebody. May not even necessarily be a man, no. I just want to have somebody around, and I don't have that.
Yes, it's the last child.
We're just two, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's so heavy, and it's so tempting sometimes. Being lonely is a bad thing because it makes you sometimes do things that naturally or otherwise you wouldn't do. You understand? So you find yourself in some habits that naturally or you will not do it, but because you are lonely, you are alone. You are looking for things to pass time. Loneliness is not a good feeling, trust me. It's not good. It's really heavy. It's really heavy. I'll give anything just have somebody around. Right now I'm happy, but don't be surprised behind the scenes, behind the camera right now, I'm like, I'm alone again. So it's like that, but that's basically it. I don't know how to explain this thing, but it's heavy. It weighs on you. It weighs down on you.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you very much. You actually did justice to that question. Okay, moving on to our next question. So, how can you describe your experience as a working class single lady? And I will explain. I know how it is for us single ladies in an environment where there are so much of married women. In fact, at a point they even literally make you feel as if something is wrong with you
Because you
are not married. Do you understand, guys?
Yeah.
So how can you describe your own experience as a single working class lady? And let's not forget the fact that we have married men in the environment, in your workplace, that they are married and their eyes are still on you.
Yeah. So basically, first of all, being independent in a country as ours is quite I don't know the word to use. There's a stigma to it. Especially when you are independent and you're working. Like she's working, she lives alone, she has a car, she does this, and then there's this stigma. If I'm correct, there's this stigma attached to it. But basically, personally, I'm one that doesn't really care. I worry a lot though, but really like I'm who I am. You understand? So I see that dating at this stage of my life is a bit difficult because men are generally scared of women that are independent. That's the truth. That's the truth. So you see that the men that would come to you, that's my own personal experience. I don't know about other girls. That's my own experience. Are probably the ones that are married. In your workplace, they can't even talk to you. They are scared of you. And this just, look at me. It's just me. But you see, the guys are scared of you. They can't talk to you. They feel you are. But it's not like that. It's not like that. And it's quite challenging because you don't get relationships you want to get at this stage for someone like me. Even the people you want, they are scared to come to say hello, hi. They are scared. So basically, for me, my problem now is I find a lot of married men gravitating towards me more than the single guys. The single guys are scared of me. It's the married men who have the balls that gravitate towards me. But that's not one at the end of the day. So it's quite challenging, though. It's quite challenging. It's quite challenging.
Wow.
It's quite challenging.
Wow. So have you been coping?
We manage. I would not lie. I have dated a couple of them. I would not lie. I
Okay.
would not lie.
Okay.
I've dated a couple of married men, and it may not be right in our society, as it is.
It's not right as a
It's
Christian.
as a Christian.
Yes.
But I've done that. But I'm hoping for the best.
Mm.
I'm hoping for the best.
Well, she's saying she has done that before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
But
before.
now she's looking
No.
for. She wants her own.
Of course. I want mine. I'm hoping for the best and trusting God.
Okay. Now let's talk about your finances a bit.
All right.
As a single lady, you have one stream of income that I know of.
Oh yeah.
And that is our job. So at the end of the day, when you get your salary, do you how do I say it? Living alone now. You don't necessarily have to sit down and draw a budget like the married women will generally.
We still draw budgets.
Okay,
we still do.
So tell us how you go about your spendings, like how you go about. I have salary today. What am I doing? You sit down, draw your budget. Oh, this should go for savings. This should go for this. Just give us a brief look at your finances.
Personally, I'm not one to be broke. When you're big, you're big. I hate being broke. So this is what I do. Of course, I'm into many contributions and all that. Then I buy my stuff in bulk.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want the cost of the month in case I had this policy. I may not have money, but let me have everything I need in my house. That's how I do. So when I'm being paid, first of all, I save a lot, guys. I save a lot.
I know.
I think I save maybe 95% of my life earnings. I save a lot. So in the course of the year, some months I may not have, but people will not know because I have mapped this out. Every end of month, I go get all the things I need, and I keep it, and I live within my means. By the way, I live within my means. But when you're big girl,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So, can you tell us, definitely, you get sexual advances from your bosses sometimes. Okay, may not be sexual, but you get advances from them.
Yeah, of course.
How do you deal with it? No, now we have a female boss directly. Like I said, we're colleagues. We're in the same office. Okay, but in the office generally, we have other people.
Of course.
We meet.
Yeah.
So definitely, there's no. Yeah, fine. Guy, she's beautiful. Like camera will not do justice right now. She's really fine. Okay, so how do you deal with those pressures, like you personally?
Basically, I'm a no nonsense person. So the truth of the matter is, I don't have to deal with that. I don't want, and I have a policy. I do not date where I work. I can have relationship outside, but I don't date where I work. And then basically, I'm a very stubborn person. I'm very strong-willed, strong-headed. So they don't even. I already said earlier. They even hardly approach me because I'm already keeping this straight face. Like, we came here to work. We came here to work. So on that side or on that part, I don't really have a challenge because anybody comes to me, maybe they've never, but really they've never. They don't.
Okay.
I don't have a problem in that department.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Moving on. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about pressure.
Okay.
I know how the feeling can be sometimes when you sit down and every other Saturday it seems everybody's getting married, and you're still single. And then let's not talk about exes, guys. Let's talk about your exes, the people it didn't work out between you and them, and some of them a month later you are seeing their wedding cards.
Oh my.
Definitely you're a human being. It will get to you in a way. How do you deal with those pressure? Before we come to family pressure, let's talk about pressure in your environment. The society itself puts pressure on you. Like in our working place, I know the number of times they have to tell us that Abigail and Do, when
it's your
turn.
No? This year's your
This
year.
year's your year. They've already started with us this January already. So I want us to talk about pressure. How have you been dealing with it?
First of all, I'll give all credit to God, number one. Because gaskiya, let me speak Hausa. Gaskiya means truly. It's not easy. So I was in this relationship with this guy. We dated for 3 years. And nothing happened just like that. Because I can't place my finger on what it was that was the issue. Next thing, he's getting married to somebody else. I'm like, God, I'm dead. I'm dead. I was practically like, but somehow I scaled through. I dated this other guy again, We did a couple of years, I think 2 years or thereabouts. He also got married. In fact, recently, in fact, both of them. Okay, the other one got married in a December, the other one got married in a June. So, like, what? Then you now look at yourself like, what is wrong with me? Like, you sit down, ask yourself this inward question. You look at yourself in the mirror and like, is there anything wrong with me? What's the problem? But for me, I'm from a Christian background. Yes.
It's a religious mom.
Yes, but very, God rest her soul.
Yeah, God rest her soul.
She's very, so I take it to God. So I want to believe it's just God that sustained me all this while, nothing else. I was shattered. Heartbroken is an understatement. I was shattered.
We're part of those consoling.
I thank God for them. I was shattered. But somehow I scaled through. And then, now that I've scaled through, I now see that, they were not even the best for me.
Yeah.
They were not it for me. You understand this kind? And forget you were crying, but it was not a mistake. It's good they were gone. They are gone. And that's it. That's pressure from society.
Yeah.
Or from family. Generally, you guys, I've never had pressure from family. Wow. I'm from a wonderful family. God rest my mom so over and over again. She keeps telling me that God's time is the best. God's time is the best. If I want to be, sad, say, my daughter, do you know what God is doing for you? So I've never had pressure from my family, honestly. Not even once, nothing. Then I'm not, sorry to say, I'm not, I didn't grow up here, so I'm not too close to my relatives. So they can't even ask me questions like that. Okay. So that's basically it.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless your mom. God rest her soul. God bless her. Okay, moving on, I want us to talk about I am aware of where I'm getting more real with you, okay? So feel free to cry when you want to cry. I'm aware you came from a home where your mom practically raised you guys herself. Yeah. Her mom is a very strong woman. I personally admire the mom, even now that she's no more. God bless her soul again. I actually, she knows I admire her mom a lot so because she's a very strong woman. Okay, your mom came from a home where she didn't get the love and respect she deserved, because I know she's a good woman, and she practically raised the both of you herself. Can you relate that experience and how it has affected your fear of marriage in such a way that, look, I want to be sure I am making the right choice. I want to be sure. Can you share that experience with us?
Basically, actually, I'm from a home where separated. My parents were separated for a long while, even before my mom passed on.
Oh, she's crying.
I was very close to my mom. Sorry, even before my mom passed on. Yes, like you rightly said, mommy single-handedly took care of everything. She did everything, and I even think that my attraction to the older guys came from a place of wanting a father figure. Because I can't explain it. Sometimes what you crave, unconsciously it comes to you. So I really didn't have a father figure in my life per se. Yes, I had a wonderful dad growing up. He took us to the best schools, but somewhere along the line, I don't know what happened. But we thank God for everything. It's part of my story, and it's part of where I am today and why I'm this strong.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's basically it. I think when you are not from a family where both parents are aligned and they're together like that, I think you go for the wrong things. Sometimes I've made a lot of mistakes, you guys. Forget this pretty face here. I've made so much mistakes, a lot. But I bless God, nobody's perfect. We'll get there someday. But my mom was a pillar in my life. She was my everything. And I am even who I am now because of her. Maybe I'd have been worse off. She just speaks the word to you and that's it. You just get that instant conviction when mommy talks to you. That's it. So I thank God for her, but I'm quite stubborn. So I think I just went my own path. I'm quite stubborn.
Thank you so much for being real and honest with us. I know you have a lot of younger generation people. She was once a teacher.
Yeah,
and she has a lot of teenagers who are now young adults, right?
Yes.
Around her.
Yes.
What word would you leave for them as we wrap up this session, like what do you have to say to the younger people, the younger lady? Okay, imagine you're writing a letter to your 16, 17, 18-year-old self. What would be the content of that letter?
Dear 17,
Mm.
you are going to make a lot of mistakes. That's death. I don't sugarcoat it. You'll make a lot of mistakes, but please learn from them. And if possible, don't learn from your own mistakes. Listen to other people's stories and learn from it, because there's some mistakes you make and they are there. You can't change. You can't come back from it. So it's better you learn from other people's mistakes sometimes. And then be yourself. Look, the world is they will judge you regardless. They are judgmental. They will speak whatever. Just be yourself. Just try and be your best self. That's it. I'm a very liberal person. Be your best self. Just live your life. I will talk like my mom. Above all, hold on to your God.
Speak it in tea.
Cock round, bang, bang.
On your joy.
I
just spoke it in Gala.
Hold on to your God. That word is always in my head. Because at the end of the day, they forget all these things. At the end of the day, is God. God is ultimate. I'm not perfect. I tell you guys, I'm far from perfect. I can't come and stand here and preach perfection. No. But let's strive. Let's strive. Let's try our try. Let's try our best. So my younger generation, flex, enjoy yourself, be big when you want to be, chill, but hold on to God.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I really had an amazing. In fact, I get to see another side of you. I don't usually.
Really? Oh my goodness!
So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, please tell them to subscribe.
Please subscribe.
All right, guys. I'll see you another. Definitely, we'll be seeing more of Do. Trust me, you'll be seeing more of her.
I'm a handful. Trust me. Trust me, you
All
guys.
right, guys. See you next time, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Also, your comments are very, very important to us. In the comment section, please, other single ladies should please share their experience being single ladies in their 30s, late 20s, and thereabouts. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.